Hi everyone, I'm Terry James with Box of Compass, and today I want to share with you what I call a master plan. I have a son who is 13, and he's really excited about becoming an architect, and I think that's great. I hope he chases that dream. What I love about architecture is that an architect can take a set of plans or a blueprint, he can hand that to a general contractor, and that general contractor can build a physical reality of a set of ideas, a set of written drawings, right? He can create something that's beautiful and that matches that drawing exactly. So if you've ever looked at a set of plans, you'll see that the first thing on the top layer is what we call the elevation. An elevation is basically a street level view of a home, what it looks like from the outside. And it's a view of the finished product. It's what this home will look like when it's completed. It shows the shingles, it shows the doors and windows, the brick, whatever's used to create that exterior. And it's the finished product, right? The next page is going to be a floor plan. We've all seen floor plans and know what they look like. They show the rooms, the walls, the kitchen, the sinks, right? Shows you everything in that house from a top level view, okay? And then beyond that, you're going to have more detailed plans. You're going to have an HVAC plan that shows you where all the ducting work goes for your heating and air conditioning. You're going to have a plumbing plan that shows you where all the pipes go, how you get water into all the faucets. There's going to be an electrical plan that shows you where the 220 goes to the range, and where the 110 goes to the outlets, and where the lights are hung and the cans are placed, right? So this set of plans, this complete set of plans, shows a builder exactly what he needs to, down to the itch, understand exactly what to do and how to build this house. So let me ask you a question. Do you have a blueprint for your life? So we all have ideas and dreams about what we want to create our lives, but really we're the architects. We're the only ones that control that. And many times we don't have a blueprint of what we want to create for our lives. We have ideas. We want to create, go to college, get a degree. We want to get a job. We want to have a career or vocation. We want to raise kids. We want to have a family. We want to travel. We have these general ideas of what we want our life to look like. But how many of us have sat down and actually physically created a blueprint of what you want your life to look like and how you're going to get there? So let me share with you 5 things that are critical for you to include in the blueprint for your life. The first one is what I call my North Star, and it is your life vision. Okay, a life vision is the end result. It's the elevation picture of a house. It's what your life looks like in a perfect state in the future. And the way we help people identify and create life visions is that we look at it almost like a journal entry. Like if you were to write what your perfect day looked like, who would be there? Where would you be? What would it smell like? What would it feel like? What would it taste like? Like identify in detail what this incredible life of yours looks like in the future, okay? And it has to be big. It has to be scary, because if it's not, it doesn't motivate you to change and to create a future for yourself that is beyond what you believe may be possible given your current circumstances today. And that's okay, because we're going to help you get there. Okay, so life vision, that's number 1. That's the exterior, it's the finished product, what your life looks like. Well, in order to get here, because that's great and that's wonderful, but if you just leave it at that, you have no idea how you're going to get there. So the way you get there is what we call waypoints. We're going to identify waypoints in your life that allow you to measure and identify the growth that you've made on your way to your perfect life vision. So what is a waypoint? Well, you may have one between now and where your life is. If your life vision is, if you're close to retirement, maybe you only have 1 or 2. If you're going through college, you might have 5 or 6 or 7 waypoints that you want to identify. It's all up to you. But the goal here is to understand different levels of accomplishment so that you can say, okay, once I get here, I know that I've made that. My next stop is here. And all of this, these 2 vision statements, your waypoints and your life vision, are all supported by the third thing, which are called cardinal points. Okay. A cardinal point, there are 5 of them. There's spiritual, physical, financial, social, and emotional. Okay, so there's 5 points. And the reason there are 5 is because pretty much any area of development that you're going to work on in your life falls into one of those 5 categories. Okay, if you want to live a healthier life where you're eating healthy and you're exercising regularly, well, that's great. What's the waypoint going to look like? What is that goal that you have in the future that identifies that you're living your life in conjunction and in harmony with that physical element of your cardinal points, right? So your cardinal points are critical because not only do they identify all the areas of possible change that you want to create, it also identifies your value system or your value and your belief structure. So what we teach people is each one of those areas, you're going to create a value statement that identifies what living in harmony with that looks like. So what does it look like when you're living in perfect harmony with your value system in finances? What does it look like when you're living in perfect harmony in your spiritual life, right? So identify all those, and that creates the foundation for your visions, okay? Now, what supports cardinal points are what we call goal stacks. So let me explain it this way. Let's say that your first waypoint, maybe a year and a half, 2 years out down the road, is to run a marathon, okay? What areas in your life are you going to have to improve and grow and develop in order to run a marathon? You're going to have to improve physically, most likely. I doubt you could run out today if you haven't trained and run a marathon. So you have to increase your skill set or your abilities in physical. You're probably going to have to meet some people and create relationships of people that support you in your goal. Maybe it's your doctor, maybe it's a running group, friends that want to go on that journey with you. So social may need to improve and grow. Mental probably is one of the areas that you need to develop because you may not understand the physiology of how to run a marathon. You may not understand the nutritional needs that you need in order to support your body as it develops the ability to run 26 miles, right? So there are different elements for every waypoint that you want to create in your life that will need to be developed. A goal stack is how you get there. So if this is your ultimate destination, your waypoints are your map and your goal stack is your vehicle, okay? So goal stack basically says, where do I need to be a year from now? Where do I need to be 6 months from now? Where do you want to be a month from now, a week from now? And what do you need to do tomorrow in order to reach this goal? So one of the biggest things that frustrates me about personal development programs and self-improvement programs is that a lot of people will create this vision for you and this motivation of what you need to do in your life and how you create this powerful life. But they never get down to goal stacking the next element, which is how do you do that? What do you do tomorrow in order to reach these levels? We don't know. So tomorrow comes, we don't do anything towards it, and we get a little bit less motivation, a little bit less motivation. Pretty soon we're back into what we have next, which is our actions and habits. Okay. We are where we're at today because of what we did yesterday and the day before and what we've done accumulative in our life. The education we've received, the habits we've created, the relationships that we've fostered, all those things have accumulated to where we are at today. So if you want to change the trajectory of your life and create a life vision that is difficult and challenging and maybe overwhelming, you need to change the very basic actions and habits that you take every day. So that's an overview of the 5 things that you need to create in order to have a blueprint for your life. What we're going to do is next Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, the 18th through the 20th, I'm holding a masterclass called Visions and Values. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to talk about these first 3 areas: life visions, waypoints, and cardinal points. We'll do a training each day, each morning that you can attend live or you can watch on replay. And we're going to talk about how to create this kind of foundational element of your blueprint for your life. We want to get a ton of people there, so share this with your friends and family. If you're interested, leave a comment in the section, leave a comment in the comments section below, and we'll get you information on how to register. We're going to make it very inexpensive, so anybody can attend. And then this week, I'm going to go through and I'm going to do a video on each one of these elements each day, so that you can kind of have a basic understanding of what you need to do in order to create that blueprint for your life and get started. So I'm really excited about it. I'm excited about the Visions and Values Masterclass. I'm excited about the trainings we'll be doing this week. Hope you find a ton of value. So tune in tomorrow. I'm going to stop right now and record this first one, and we'll post them together. And then tomorrow we'll work on waypoints. So excited to have you on for the journey, and look forward to working with you, to helping you create this perfect life that we know you can get there. Thanks, everyone. Have a great day.